and I switch it up, and I still trying to do it.
Give yourself that credit because you deserve it. You know how hard you work. You know the sacrifices that you made. What's going on, everybody? It's David Kennerson back again with another video of the BBTY podcast, episode number 2. We're here with our co-host
Maurice.
All right, so we're gonna get at it again. We're back in the gym. So we got a lot of good feedback from our last podcast video. So we're gonna be back in here again. We're gonna continue to do our fitness while we talk to you guys. So today's video, we're really gonna talk about mental health, mental toughness, dealing with stress, and all the different ways of how it can affect our body and ways we could try to cope with stress and how we can, go throughout our day and handle the stress, whether from being an adult or whatever it is that even as young children we all handle stress. So that's what we're really gonna focus on. And one of the ways that we like to cope with our stress and when things get real tough is we come to the gym. Right, this is our safe place. This is our safe place. This is our outlet where we just blow off steam no matter what's going on. Fitness and working out is one of the healthiest ways you can deal with stress. I know there's many different ways that people deal with it. Some healthy, some unhealthy, but this is a habit where, I encourage everyone to get into and those kind of things. So who would
you better in yourself when you work out. So yeah, working out is definitely one of the healthier addictions you need to have.
Yeah, most definitely. So with today's video, all right, we got lower body today, so we're gonna be hitting some squats, we're gonna be hitting the hex bar, we're gonna be going on some stretches. So this time we are gonna be getting some more cardio going in towards the end and a little bit in the beginning as well too. Also too, we're gonna have a special guest come in. We got another trainer here at our gym at the Park Forest Tennis and Health Club, so we love for you guys to come out, train with us here too. So we'll be bringing him on in the next few minutes or so. Definitely somebody worthwhile listening to. A lot of years of experience. Somebody who's big into fitness. And trust me, you can always learn from somebody. So you guys stay tuned. He'll be on in a little bit. So right now, what we're going to go through is we're just going to go through our stretches again, just like last time. Again, we like to preach stretching. Stretching is very, very important. All right, so I'm going to take it right back down, just like we did last time. Get a nice, good stretch, stretching out that quad. I'm gonna take it right here, stretch it, and then it makes you breathing, right? Inhale, exhale. All right. I encourage everyone to do yoga. Yoga is a really, really, really good way to stretch. It's a very good, I would say habit to get into, especially hot yoga. I've never done it, but I've always wanted to do hot yoga. So I'll be letting you guys know how that works out when we get into that. All right. Got Maurice over here knocking some stuff out. All right, so next thing we'll do here is do some different hip flexor stretches. All right, so one of the hip flexor stretches, I got my left knee is on the ground. All right, my left foot is going across my right knee, so I'm stretching right up into this hip, right in this area. So you just want to keep your chest up. Deep inhale, take a good stretch. Then we're gonna lean out going forward. So we're gonna take it down. With a good 10 count. Bring it back up. Reach any good stretches you want to show anybody?
Yeah, stretch my back out.
All right. So, one thing with stretching, man, it is if you want to stay healthy, if you want to stay limber, you want to be able to keep moving. Stretching is key. All right, and that's important for everyone, no matter what age, what walk of life you in, no matter what sport you play, you need to be stretching. So I would encourage everyone to make sure they are stretching.
Try to stretch like first thing when you wake up in the morning.
Definitely. That's when you really need to stretch the most.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning, because your body is so tense. When you wake up, in that sleep, your body gets stiff. Sometimes we may not sleep the right way, so you may have a crook in your back or your neck or something, and it can get bad, right? It can get bad. So we got it here. So we're gonna take this next stretch. Right now, what we're doing is gonna stretch out our back. Oh. So we're gonna be right here.
Put your leg over your knee,
Mm-hmm.
reach the opposite side and stretch back as far as you can.
Take a deep breath. Always take deep breaths while you stretch. Always take deep breaths. So, Reese, let me ask you, what are some things you find most stressful, like just in general?
Uh, I think one of the biggest things everybody, not even just me, I think it's time.
Time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stressing for time, like having enough time to do things such as work out, make money, be with your family, um, stuff like that. So I think the biggest thing right now is learn how to manage time.
Time management. Yes. Time management is a very, very important thing. It's an important factor, and it can be very stressful. It is very stressful. Sometimes it feels like we don't have enough time in the day. Somebody says, if you feel like you don't have enough time in the day, you need to like organize your schedule. But even if you organize your schedule, it still just seems like the day goes by so fast. Like our schedule fills up so quick,
Yeah,
and it's like you look up and 2 hours went by, 3 hours, and it's like, man, I
like
realized I'm
24
like,
of them in a day. So
yeah, like you sometimes you realize you didn't even eat yet. You may not have even eaten, or like I didn't even get to sit down and just relax for a minute. It That's stressful.
yeah, so another stretch we're gonna implement. Um, Reaching out, keeping your right leg square down to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your left leg out straight. Try to reach as far as you can.
You want
Hold it.
reach out.
Breathe.
Yeah. Try to bring your forehead to your knee as much as you can. All right. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Just bring it down. And when you're stretching too, it shouldn't be a strain. All right. If you're straining, then you need to kind of dial it back some because stretching should feel it'll hurt a little bit, but not it shouldn't be a painful. It should not be painful. All right.
I'm gonna add to that. After you do that, if you
So
can lean back.
all right, so this is
It's the
flexible
same
people. So
thing.
we're gonna lay all the way back. And when you lay back, try to keep that knee and try to keep your quad closest to the ground as possible, almost flat. So your legs should actually be in like a shape of a V, right? So if you look at it, draw another hand. So here, then you go back to the knee and then come back up to the foot. So in the shape of a V, you want to try to keep it flat. All right, so this is another good quad stretch. So if you got tight quads, this is a very good stretch that you can use. The first stretch what we were doing prior to that was just stretching out our hamstrings. Hamstrings are very, very important. You got to stretch those. All right, you don't want to pull those. Many of us athletes, we know what it feels like when you pull a hamstring, and now you sitting out for a couple weeks just
Man,
because of something that's preventable, which is stretching. All right, stretching
that
those
was my
hamstrings.
biggest issue. I wasn't stretching as much as I should have, or
Yeah,
flexible
yeah. So you feel like you should have been? You think that would have helped prevent some of your injuries,
a
or?
lot. And another thing, lifting heavy during the season. Not lifting heavy during the season, but taking weight training as serious as possible. Because I ain't gonna lie, during each in season in high school and college, I didn't lift a lot during the season, and like that can help lead to a lot of injuries.
Mm.
You not lifting during while in season can do a lot of damage to you.
Yeah, yeah, it can. Actually, that brings us into one of the lifts that we're gonna do today with lower body. So, with our lower body workout that we got back squats. All right, so we're gonna be doing back squats as our main lift for today. We're going to go for 50. All right, a set of 50. You think you knock that out, man?
I'm gonna knock out 50.
Yeah, I hope y'all know. In the last video, Maurice said he hates doing back squats, so that's why we're doing this today.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right.
I hate back squats.
So one other stretch too, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out our hips again. So you're just gonna kind of go like a windshield wiper blade. So you're just gonna kind of go both knees, right? Bring it down to the ground. Stretch here, stretch here. All right. Bring it right? And the reason why we spend so much time on stretching is because that's what's most important, right? Like the older we get, the more important this is, regardless of how much weight you lift. If you can bend down and touch your toes without any pain and aches, that's a win. All right.
Especially when you get older, it's gonna help. Like it's gonna prevent a lot of injuries. Like when you get older,
Yes. Yes, it will.
like straining your back and stuff like that. This will
Yeah.
definitely help.
One more stretch we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out our lower back. All right. So we're just gonna take our right knee. All right, we're gonna bring that right knee up to our chest. We're gonna cross it over our left leg and keep that arm straight. You're gonna look in the opposite direction of where your knee is at. So my right knee is pointed to the left, so my head is pointed to the right. So you're gonna feel that stretch in our lower back. Deep breaths. And if you want to get a little added extra, you can straighten that leg all the way out. Lift it up.
He's trying to make your knee touch the other ground.
Oh, yep. Not making me touch the ground. Oh, all right, we're gonna rotate. So now my left knee is gonna come to my chest, and it's gonna cross over my right leg. Now, also too, for you fellas, this stretch is a little uncomfortable at times, so you're gonna have to readjust. It's the truth.
It's trying to hold it.
Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna bring it up. Woo. All right, man. I'm feeling good. Now we're gonna start getting getting this weight going. All right. So what we got today? All right, we got 10 sets. I'm sorry, 5 sets of 10. 5 sets of 10 on the back squat. All right, we're gonna keep it at 225. We're not gonna go any more higher than that. All right. With that also being said, we're gonna superset that with some lunges. All right. We also got some calf raises going today too. We're gonna do some lower back exercises, and we're gonna get a few sprints on the treadmill. So stay tuned with us, all right, as we knock this workout out. But along with that, also being said, Reese, so when you are when you stressed out, right? Sometimes it feels like you don't know which direction you want to go in. You don't know what to do with yourself. Like, what are some things that you would encourage other people to do when they are in that same mindset? Like, how do you handle that?
In situations like that where I feel like I have nowhere to go, or like I've reached rock bottom, I can say don't use God as like your last choice. You always want to keep your faith and keep your relationship with God important. But when I hit like stuff like that, I just read the book of Job.
That's so funny. I was just thinking of that, bro.
Yeah, and that book talks about how he lost everything, and God replaced him with abundance of more. So
Yeah,
that's one of the things I try to keep in mind.
That is a really good book. It's interesting though, because like I think about it, I was like, man, the book of Job and the premises of it, when from my perspective on it, it was asking the devil was trying to tell God that he can take his most faithful follower, right? And God put Job to the test, right? Even though Job he wasn't sinning, he wasn't doing anything in the sense of bringing himself down, but he was just going about everyday life, and then things started to go wrong. Like things started to go wrong for him, and throughout it all, even though he lost people around him, he was losing friends, he was losing family, he lost his wife. All of it came back to him, right? All of it came back to him in the end because he kept that faith. So that's another thing, man. When you guys are feeling stressed out, remember to keep the faith, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Keep the faith because everything will return back to you tenfold. So if you feel like you're losing people in your life, if you feel like you're losing like items, things that were close to you, it's because God's trying to make room for the new. I see 145. Yeah. You want to warm up with just want to warm up with a 45?
Yeah. Yeah, so I always keep that in mind. Once you lose something, it's not always a loss. It can be a lesson, or can be to get ready for your next big blessing.
Absolutely. So with that being said, we encourage all of you guys to again keep the faith. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on God because it's gonna all work out. Right? It's gonna all work out, but you just gotta get through it. Right? Some of the hardest things in life, it doesn't require a lot of different things. It doesn't require, for you to be a genius. It just requires resiliency and faith.
Consistency.
Yep, being consistent. Be consistent about what you're doing. Be consistent in your actions. All of that. Uh, so we're about to get this back squats going. I like to take my shoes off when I squat, so I like to squat, flat foot. So take these off real quick. Pop these bad babies on. I got 10.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a warm up. This doesn't count.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's go ahead. Let's do something that you hate. All right. I still can't believe I hurt my shoulder putting on my shirt.
It's an unfortunate injury.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
So the thing to get better with back squats is to keep your body as parallel, your legs as parallel to the ground as possible, like how he's doing. His bottom is not almost touching the ground, but he's getting into a perfect form position to where he can bounce back up, and that's where that explosiveness comes from doing squats. That's how you can jump fast. I said jump higher.
All right.
Run a little. Run. It opens up your stride a little bit more.
All right. So, and also too with that, it's building the strength in your hamstring. All right. Your hamstrings, your muscles are like a rubber band, so they snap. So you really want to work those muscles, right? Especially those fast twitch muscles, which back squats really do help with. Getting down to most people say they don't like to go below 90. I don't like to go below 90, especially when the weight gets higher, because I like my knees. I want to keep my knees, all right? I don't want to be that person wrapping around my knees. No offense to anybody that do, but I just personally don't want to do that. But so again, when we back squat, so he's keeping his back straight. His thighs are parallel to the ground, about right here, keeping his knee at a perfect 90-degree angle. All right, that 90-degree angle is key. All right, once you get that, you can be golden. So keeping that form.
And when you can on the come up, try to explode up if you can.
Right. Get that good explode. So going back to the book of Job. Actually, I wrote a book of. I'm sorry, not a book. I wrote a paper about that in college. So now my professor at the time, she just said, like, I forgot what the assignment was, but I end up kind of copying from the book of Job in the sense of where the main character, he was going about everyday life, and all of a sudden things just started going wrong for him. He was losing things left and right. Finances was getting tough. He was having hard times in his marriage, and all throughout the entire time, he still kept the faith. Right? He still believed that things would get better for him. And we encourage all of you all to do the same thing, because regardless of how hard life is getting right now, regardless of how tired you may feel, regardless of how stressed out you may feel, keep that faith and always count on God to take you over. But with that being said too, faith without works, all right, it has to go hand in hand. So if you got keeping the faith, that faith is what's going to keep you moving. That faith is what's going to keep you, doing the things that you got to do, because ultimately you believe that you're not going to be stuck in this situation all the time. So when you have that hope, you're going to keep digging. You're going to keep driving, right? I say we learned that football.
You learn that in life.
Right, life
in general.
Even in the weight room, right?
Yeah.
When it get tough, man. Once this bar is off the rack, it's you versus you.
Yeah, literally.
Ain't no way around it. You either gonna get it up or you don't. And sometimes you may not always have a spot. And that's just how life is too. You may not always have someone to spot you and pull you up when you're down, but it's okay. You know, don't take it a hard way. Everybody going through their own thing. So,
and sometimes you may fail. Sometimes you may not be able to hit the rep, but you know, just got to keep going back at it, keep studying, keep going hard, come back and knock it out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Failure is part of life. Fail forward. Right? Fail forward. Fail forward. All right, let's hit the set real quick. Ready? Oh. That's it. Yeah. All right.
So every time we do an episode, people that watch it should accomplish a goal of theirs. I feel like we should implement that.
Is that what?
I feel like we should implement that every time somebody watches our video, they come back and tell us, you know, a goal or something that they reached or how they.
Oh, that they accomplished?
Yeah, like how Coach Wright did.
I like that. So we want to challenge all of you guys to accomplish one thing in the next week, right? And let us know what it was that you accomplished. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. If it's important to you, it's important to us. So tell us what the goal was. Tell us how you felt about it, and tell us what you did to accomplish it. And if you experience any adversity in the meantime of accomplishing it, tell us. We want to know. So again, we thrive off you guys' success. Your success stories, we thrive off, you know, you guys giving tips and pointers of how you overcame adversity. We all can learn from each other. So we always remind people that just because we're doing these videos does not mean we got all the answers.
Seriously.
There's a lot we don't know, and it's a lot we still trying to learn. But, you know, what makes it easier, what makes it better is that you're, so one, surrounded by like-minded people. Two, you're trying to figure it out. There's no competition. It's just elevation amongst everyone. All right. Hey, I got something for you. You may got something for me. And that's just how it should go.
That's how it should go. But, you know, just got to run your own race. Like,
yeah,
I feel like everybody is so caught up in what everybody else trying to do. Run your own race, you know?
Mm-hmm. Social media can cause you so much stress because we compare ourselves to what everybody else is doing.
And there's so much infatuation of seeing other people's lives. Like, you follow influencers and celebrities. You see them driving cars, you know, going places and doing things and wondering why you're not there yet. You know, that can cause anxiety.
Absolutely.
Off the.
Absolutely. Wondering, what am I doing wrong? Why this person is this age and they doing this? How come I'm not there yet? What is it that I'm not doing? You can't look at it like that. All right. Everybody has their own. Everybody's going at their own speed. All right.
And one of the things I try to tell people, don't get on social media for the first 10, 15 minutes of you waking up. Especially if you're one of those type of people that gets anxiety about looking at those kind of things. You're already starting your day off wrong. You're already starting your day off, you know, feeling like you're already behind. So try to stay off your phone for the first 30 minutes of you waking up. Meditate, stretch, pray, do things like that.
I felt that one.
I felt the first one.
I did. hey,
listen.
I said two. I said two. Listen. They got three more. Three more sets.
My knee might give out.
I got your back.
I don't need a back. I need a knee.
I don't know what to do with that one.
Yeah.
There you go. So, again, you know, embrace the struggle. All right? When things get stressful, remind yourself you didn't come this far just to come this far. All right? God didn't bring you this way just to leave you where you at. So if you think about all the stuff that you've been through up until now, you got through it. You still alive. You still you still here. So make the most of it. All right, make the most of your situation and pick something from each situation that you're in. What's something that you can learn from it, right? What's something that you can take from it? So when you go through another trial and tribulation, how can I utilize what I learned from this past situation to this? So now this next situation won't be as tough. Or also too, life is just tough. Life is hard. It's always going to be hard. But you get tougher and you get stronger. And so it becomes a little bit easier. And the reason why is because of the resiliency that you're building up. Don't take everything to heart. All right? Don't wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah. Life doesn't get easier.
Yeah.
You only get tougher.
It only gets tougher. So I encourage all of our young viewers, if you're still in high school, grammar school, if you still in that realm, remember that the world owes you nothing, but you owe yourself everything. You here, make something of yourself. Don't give up on yourself. It's too early in the game for that. And for the individuals that's out of high school and graduated college, or maybe you didn't graduate college, but you years removed from high school, it's never too late for you either. Don't give up on yourself.
That's another point I was trying to hit. A lot of people think, once you get in your 30s, that you start falling behind on your dreams and goals. Well, no, your 30s is your prime.
Yeah.
Like right now, I feel like this is the most mature I've ever been. Like in life, I feel like I'm at a peak where I'm no longer a child. I have responsibilities now, so now it's like I feel like it's the top of the peak, and it's only getting better from here. So once you hit 30s, your life is really getting started for real.
Yeah.
You're still, if we're all still being honest, you're still almost a kid if you think about it. If not really as far as terms of society, but as far as age, 30s is young, bro.
You still got your whole life ahead of you.
30s is
A
young.
lot of living.
So also I think we need to give ourselves some grace a little bit.
Yeah. 30 is not the finish line.
Yeah, it's not nowhere near.
30 is not the finish line. People, especially us millennials, we go like, man, I'm almost 30 and yeah, you feeling it. Hey man, that's at 3. Yeah.
All right.
You can't quit now. We on camera.
Yeah, I know.
This camera's not stopping, buddy. I got your back. Come on, let's go.
I got it.
Yeah. 1. Good. 2. So this is like an example of what we're talking about, right? You're starting to feel that fatigue in your legs, but the race isn't done. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. Even when it hurt, even when it sucks, man, embrace it. Embrace all of it, because what this is doing is making you stronger at the end of the day. All right. You don't have to be putting a lot of weight on the bar to feel like you gain a muscle. No, it's your individual race. You are the captain of your life. All right. It's your life. So whatever is good for you is good for you, and you got to push yourself through it. That's good. That was good. Whew. What we on set 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, 2 more sets, huh? And it's hot in here too.
Yeah, this is the dungeon for real.
Yeah.
This
It is no fan right now. We
don't got water. What's circulation in here? We came in here to die. Either work out or you die. That's it.
Man,
ain't no leaving.
Oh man, burn the boats. That's what we say. Burn the boats, man. Burn those boats, because when you look back on it, it'll all be worth it. It'll be worth it in the end. So even with stress, man, what do you say for like the opposite of it? Like, give me a time when you find yourself to be at the most peaceful and you happy. Like, compare that to when you are stressed. How would you compare? Like, how do you appreciate the peaceful times after getting out of the struggle?
You really gotta appreciate like the small things, like the things you're not even things you don't know that you're grateful for, such as having a house, a roof to sleep over your head, high speed internet, food, gas in your car, or even a car. Some things of that nature, I feel like a lot of people discredit because they always, trying to get more or the next bigger thing. I feel like in those moments, just take, just take gracefulness in what you do have, because believe it or not, and I hate to be like this, but believe it or not, somebody's going through your same situation, but 10 times worse,
Yeah.
So I don't like to think like that, but
it's true.
Yeah, it is true. It is true. And somebody took your worst situation and flipped it and made it into, So just keep going.
Last one.
That stuff. So how do you go about those situations? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. yeah. Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
This was his idea, y'all.
Hey man, what's life without challenges, right? So for me, when I compare a piece to my hard times, it is night and day, right? And like piggybacking off what you said, to appreciate the little things, just being able to be around your family, to smile, to laugh, and you're not focusing on like material things. You just happy to be here, and like just seeing my family smile, seeing my kids smile, my wife, seeing them happy makes me happy. All right. And I enjoy every bit of it. But yes, having a car, having a roof over your head, having food on the table, having a bed to sleep in, man, it don't get no better than that.
And it may not be the job you want, but even just the ability to be able to get up and make money.
Yep. Yes.
A lot of people wish they was in good health or, could go to work or any extenuating circumstance like that.
Yeah. Some people they listening to the video, but they can't watch it. All right. And some people, just not here. They not able to watch it, not able to listen. They're not in the land of the living. So
listen with your ears, not with your eyes.
Yeah. So every day you are here. Every day you wake up in the morning and you have the ability to thank God. Give God thanks. All right. Because somebody didn't wake up this morning. Yeah, somebody didn't make it home last night. And the reason being I say that is, like our jobs, me and you both, we work stressful jobs, man. I'm a police officer. I work in Chicago. I work in the city of Chicago, right? Yeah, I work everywhere. I'm a state trooper, so not only am I dealing with stuff in Chicago, I'm dealing with stuff in the suburbs. But the stuff that you see, and when you see someone and you pull up on scene and they're deceased, you think like, man, they was just on their way home, or they was just trying to go out and do something. And now look,
and I bet when they woke up that morning, I bet they never thought it would be their last day on earth. Man, that's another thing you don't think about.
Nope. You never think about it. You never know when your day may come, and you never know when it do. So when it does come, right, make sure you square it away with your family. Make sure you square it away with God. Make sure,
You don't leave no stones unturned.
All right. If today was your last day on earth, ask yourself, what would I do differently? All right. Like if I knew that on June 17th at 10 o'clock p.m., that's the last breath I'm ever gonna take. Ask yourself, what would you do? All right, like, where would you go? What are the things that you would say? You know what I'm saying? What amends would you try to make with people? So don't carry anger. It's not worth carrying that anger in your heart. God wouldn't want you to do that. And just for your own mental sanity, don't carry that hatred, because it's going to make life harder for you, not that other person. If you hate someone, they may or may not know that you hate them, but you know, but it's affecting you mentally, but it's not affecting them. All right. Now, if you make it known to them, it may affect them and it may not. But at the end of the day, it's your life, not theirs.
It's like the more hate and grudge you hold in, the more bad it does to your body and energy than it's doing than to release it.
Yes. Yes. Stress does have like a physical effect on your body.
Oh yeah.
Stress does take a toll on your body. Some people die from it. You can die from stress. Stress-induced heart attack. Right? That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get it. Woo. Ready?
Yeah, I know you feel that.
Yep.
My legs already rocking.
Oh. 6. 8. 2 more. Last one. Woo. All right. So everybody, before we go any further too, I want to introduce somebody. He's another trainer here at the Park Forest Tennis and Health Club. All right, his name is Will Franklin. He's been a bodybuilder. He's a great guy. Will, you want to come on camera and say something, man?
What's up, Dave?
Shout out to the importance of fitness, man.
How you guys doing, man?
Yeah.
Hey, this is a super guy, Dave. He's got me here training and stepping the game up one more notch. And, you know, tough times don't last, tough people do. The harder you work, the easier it gets. So you got to work hard and to develop and understand the greatness of working out in fitness. Fitness is a great thing, and most people they don't look at it as really great. They don't understand it. But my job is to get you to understand it. I've won 38 bodybuilding championships. I've won over, my wrestling team took 16 state titles. I come from a background of winning. I had a radio show for 11 years, 102.3. So I understand the process to winning. Winning is a process. You got to go through the process. First, you're going to be bad, but to be bad, you got to try. Then you're going to be good, but to be good, you got to be bad. Then you're going to be great, but to be great, you got to be good. It all works in a pattern, in a process. Winning is a process. So you got to go through the process. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 2. First grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, college. Then you get a home. Then you get married. All these things work. You got to work it. All right? So 50% is showing up. 40% is working hard. 10% is a dog fight. All right? You got to fight your way through this thing. All right? Understand the process of winning. All right? And that's the bottom line, man. So you met Willpower, and I'm with Dave, and Dave is he's a heck of a guy. He's doing it like you can't believe you're doing it the right way, but this is the right way to do it. And Dave is doing it the right way, so you got to follow his example and follow his steps. And hey, you own a victory. I guarantee you own the victory. But hey, winning is a process. Understand that. And my job is to get you to do something you don't want to do. All right, that's what I'm a trainer at. And that's what Dave got me here for, to get people to do something they don't want to do, where they become the person they want to become. Don't take it personally, but my job is to kick your butt as a trainer.
Yeah.
And that's what Dave's got me as a trainer. So we're stepping it up, man. Appreciate it, Dave.
No, I appreciate the word though, for real.
No problem.
Yeah,
No
man.
problem.
It's over 60 years of experience. All right, it's a lot you can learn from this guy. Bodybuilding, personal training, he's training NFL athletes. The whole works. So, you never know who you may come across. You never know what you can learn from somebody. So one, that's what you always treat people with respect. And two, don't the man who knows something knows he knows nothing. All right. So there's always something that you can learn from him. From our time together, man, I learned a lot from this guy. We still working together. We still pushing people, young and old. We still grinding it out. And this right here, man, saying your age, Will, how old are you, man?
I'm 62 years old.
62, right? 62. To be this age, and to be in great physical condition, have the right mindset, be walking, talking, moving, man, that's what it's all about. So for all the young people, we want y'all to understand, man, when we say eat right and train hard, it's not only just for your sport, but it's for the long-term effect. When you get this age, you can still be in great mental condition and great physical condition. That's a win in life.
Yeah, for real.
Health is wealth.
Yeah, it's a long-term goal.
You're a wealthy guy, man.
I'm blessed. And, the thing about it is you got to, show up to go up. You know what I'm saying? You don't show up, you can't go up. That's the bottom line. You got to show up to go up. And the name of this game is called win, W-I-N, okay? You got to win. And physical fitness and training is put together exactly for you to win, all right? So understand the process of winning, man. I'm going to show you, the step-ups. I'm going to show you what to do, when to do, why to do, how to do, how many reps to do, how many sets to do, how much weight to do, what machines to get on, how to diet. Your metabolism moves a lot quicker when you're eating correctly. So you need to know what to eat and how to eat. High in protein, low in carbs. 3 meals a day. And you're going to eat really good. All right? But my job is to get you thinking the right way, thinking positive. 90% of winning is positive. 10% is physical. It's not a physical thing working out. It's all positive, all mental. All right? So you got to understand the process of winning. 90% of winning is mental. 10% is physical. Not a physical thing working out. All right? So you have to have a positive mindset. Mental conditioning is the key. Dave spoke earlier about stretching. You got to stretch the body. It's important. You stretch the muscles. You lean and you tone and tighten the muscles. And that's what it's all about. Big time players make big time plays. You want to score? You want to win? You want to go to the top? Then hey, find someone that is making big plays. Because big time players make big plays. You don't show up to see a rookie play. You show up to see a guy that's stepping his game up one more notch. That's who step up to see the play. And that's what you want to see. You want to see, big time players. And Dave is a big time player. I guarantee you, he gonna get your butt on fire and he gonna make you work hard and stretch it to the next level. And that's what it's all about, man. So, I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy feeding you what I know. And Dave, he's gonna keep me on fire, man. He's gonna keep me going strong, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
Need somebody to push you,
Yes, sir.
go to the next level. So get you a partner and get somebody to push you. Get somebody to take you to the next level. I got Dave, and I guarantee you, he take me to the next level. At 62, I'm on fire, ready to go, stepping it up one more notch. And that's what it's all about. So I see you at the top.
Yes, sir. That's Will. That's our man, Will Franklin with Willpower Fitness. Y'all come and see us at the Park Forest Center Health Club, located at the corner of Westwood Drive and South Trail. So we'd love to have you guys come out and train with us. Come see and come partake in the events that we host. We got some great fitness tips for you guys. We're going to push you. train you hard to get you to the next level. Everybody appreciate it, Will. Thank you for coming, man.
No problem, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're about to go train
hi.
one of his clients now. We have to knock it out.
You too.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the work.
Appreciate it, Will.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. What we got now? That was 50. You missed, didn't you?
It went in.
Oh, you did make it? I didn't think you did.
Come on now. Seen my shot before.
Hey, one of these episodes, I go watch us play 1-on-1 basketball. I beat him every time.
I'm gonna not miss a shot.
I beat
like
him
I did. First of all,
every time.
Don't you owe me money? Don't you owe me money for me beating you at basketball?
No.
I got a video on my phone.
I got a video, man, too.
All right. We're gonna put up the footage one day.
So the next thing we're gonna hit right now, we're gonna be doing some single leg RDLs on the Bosu ball. So we're doing this on the Bosu ball. Yes, we're working ankle stability. All right. We are isolating our legs. All right, isolating the muscles. So when you do that, you really build a strength. This helps prevent pulling muscles. This helps strengthen up the ankles. When I was playing football, I had two high ankle sprains. Hated it. All right. And they said those are worse than a break. It's the worst.
You said worse than what?
A high ankle sprain is worse than a break.
From breaking your ankle?
Yeah, breaking your ankle, man. Yeah. So, this is something that you can do if you got a Bosu ball at home. We can do it. All right. It's gonna work the core as well too. So we're gonna get a lightweight. All right. We'll probably go with let's go with a 35 here. All right, so we're gonna get a 35 going. All right, so we got the 35. We're gonna superset this with leg extensions. All right. So we got the 35. Forgive me here because I know I'm gonna probably fall a few times. So I'm gonna do a set of 8. All right, single leg. Try to step on. So notice I'm gonna be a little shaky, but again, it's working that knee. So you're gonna straight leg, straight back, bring it up. You really feel that. Oh, so with that there, the key to this is you want to really drive your toes into the Bosu ball, right? You want to focus on stability, all right? Focus on holding that core in tight, all right? Keeping the body still. So these are secondary workouts that we're doing for today. Now, my right leg was always a little bit weaker than my left. Oh.
This is the dungeon. For real.
Let's see. Yeah. Shit. That's a 35. You can go with that.
This is a kettlebell.
So you want to get kettlebell?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I didn't think about that. Woo! You know what's funny? I was looking at the video and I thought you was me. I was like, wait a minute.
All right.
So again, this Bosu ball here, we're really focusing on ankle stability. All right, focusing on that knee. All right, focusing on right up in here. All right, so you're gonna really feel that. You're gonna feel that stretch going all the way down that calf muscle, right up into your ankle here. So the key is, again, you want to drive those toes almost like you're trying to grab the Bosu ball with your toes. All right, so you're gonna hold that core in tight.
All right.
And if you need to take the weight off, man, take the weight off. Again, it's up to you.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm about to.
Yeah, I'd rather you not use that and then you use it and fall.
I had to take my shoes off.
Yeah, you know what? Yes. Now that I would suggest too. I probably may take my shoes off on the next set. But it does. Taking your shoes off does help too.
Way more.
You want to hold on so we get?
Yeah.
Come on. There you go.
All right.
Bro, I swear to God, if you fall.
No, I'm not gonna fall. Nah, hell no. I ain't gonna fall.
If you do, it's okay though, because we all fall. Maurice look like he on a wave.
I haven't
Let's do
done
double
this.
leg.
I haven't done this.
Yeah, just do double leg. And also too, after doing 50 back squats at 225, your legs aren't going to be the
My
strongest.
legs feel like noodles right now.
Just go ahead and do it without the pulsey ball.
Oh.
Still single leg, RDL.
Still the same thing.
Same thing.
Oh, my legs feel like noodles right
Again,
now.
fitness is an individualized journey. Okay? Good. There you go, bro.
Oh. Kind of with the squats. Still want to implement the exploding on the way up. So come down, explode up, come down, kind of explode up. Same thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8,
Leg extensions.
10, 30, 40. Oh man. So everyone, with this being said, all the workouts that we do, it's not so to flex, and we want people to see like, oh, how strong we are. Because again, we're trying to build strength. But at the end of the day, iron sharpens iron. So we're pushing each other in the gym. Find someone who's like-minded, right? Find somebody who has similar goals, or who's willing to work and willing to push you even when you're tired. An accountability partner. All right, so if you got a good group like that, you also a great starter. Remember, train hard, eat right, push yourself. All right, keep faith in God. That's the number one thing. When times get stressful, when times is hard, remember that God didn't bring you this far God didn't bring you this far to bring you this far. All right, you're not alone. God is with you, so push yourself in the gym, at home, at work. Always find a way and ask yourself, how can I be better than yesterday? What can I do differently to set myself apart from yesterday? So push forward. And this is David Kennerson. I'm signing out with the BBTY podcast.
This is your co-host Maurice signing out. And remember, God always has a purpose for you. So it's our job to figure it out. But everyone here on this earth was born with a purpose. So with that being said, we're going to inspire everybody. Try to find their purpose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, everybody. We hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And our challenge, again, the challenge for this week, find that obstacle, whatever it is, overcome it, and tell us your story. Put it in the comments below.
Let us know. We want to know.
All right. We want to know what you did to succeed. Okay. All right. This is your host of the BB2Y podcast, signing out.